and she actually put this window in there, and I was thinking I use that window all the... Just what I needed. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So a couple of days ago I uploaded a video called my least used items in Roblox, or something like that. My least used items in Bloxburg, and in that video I basically had like 90 of the items that I rarely use in Bloxburg. Some of you guys clearly didn't watch the video because I had a lot of comments like, you're being ungrateful, you're being mean to the developers, which is not true at all. Like throughout that video I just said I don't use these items because I use the ones that I like and I want to use them more, and that they're really nice pieces of furniture. Obviously people just saw the title and started commenting because that's what people are like. But today I thought I'd do a video on the pieces of furniture that I do use most often, and I went slightly overboard. I have like 157, I think I counted, if I count correctly, so there's over 150 items here. So I did go a little bit over the top, but these are the items that I use in like majority builds. I think the reason there's so many is because I put a lot of the accessories in, which I use like everywhere, like the decorations, like the little bits and bobs. Like I put a lot of those in, which kind of took up a lot of space. But let me show you around and show you guys what I use on a regular basis. So I started here with some counters again, and this time I put the cabinets with the counters. These are like my top two most used cabinet counter sets. So we have, I can't remember what this one is called at all, but then we have like the rustic one here. Like these two are definitely my favourite. I've been using these ones more at the moment. I'm really liking these. And then these are just like my classic kind of cottagey kind of cute counters, and then here are the islands for them. I use basically both of these sets all the time. They are my favourite. And then coming on to plumbing, so bathroom stuff, we have sinks here. So these are the sinks that I use all the time. I'm very basic with my sinks, so I just use like the countertop ones. So I use this sink in like every bathroom in a counter. I very rarely use the other sinks. This is just my go-to. And then the kitchen sinks I use in every house build. And then like I said in my last video, I'm very basic with like my toilet and sink. Like I use the basic toilet and the basic bath all the time. They're just like my go-to. I prefer them to like some of the fancier ones. And then showers, I use these two quite a bit. I use these over like standing showers. I just put these over the bath. I think they look really cool. And then I use this bath quite a bit. It's actually really nice. This is the only like fancy bath I use. This really cute freestanding one. I've used this in my family home, in my like ensuite bathroom. I don't use it too much compared to this one, but if I'm feeling a little bit fancy I'll go for this bath, but it is quite expensive for a bath. I think it's like 3,000 plus or something crazy. Next we're moving on to carpets. These are the three that I use in basically every house build ever. This little bathroom rug, like I put it in every bathroom. I don't think there's going to be a bathroom where I don't use this rug in it. I think it's just the cutest, and it just kind of adds a little bit of a detail to the floor, kind of, I don't know, adds a bit of colour if you make it quite bright. I really like it. And then these two rugs are just like my standard kind of rug. I use this one all the time in like a living room space, and I use this one like under a dining room table. I just think they're super nice. They just add like I said, they add colour to the room. If you paint these bright colours and a nice pattern, they really just brighten up the room a bit if you go for quite like monotone colours with it. Or is it monotone? Like black and white kind of plain colours with it. Neutral colours is the word I'm looking for. You use very neutral colours with it. Next I have curtains. Like I love putting curtains in builds. I don't really use any of the blinds or anything. I much prefer to use the curtains, and these are my favourite curtains here. And then shutters. I basically put shutters on pretty much every house. I think they just make it look very cute. Like I said in my last video, I'm very into like cute, cozy family homes, and I feel like the shutters just really add to that look that I want to go for. So these are my two favourite ones. I don't really use the plain one. I mainly go for these two, and I think they look super nice. So let me head down to the other end because I'm going from each end. Hello gamer unicorn, I'm gonna have to just kick you out for a moment and head down this way so we can go from this side. I feel bad kicking her out, but people just run on. Like I literally joined the game like a minute ago and the girl just ran straight in. I was like, girl, I'm trying to record here. So here are the household stuff that I use quite regularly. I have a washer and dryer here. I have a what are these called, ironing board and the little wash basket. I think these are super nice in a house. They just make it look like more lived in. I'm really glad they added this update. So these are the ones that I use quite regularly from the household section. Next I'm moving on to like kitchen appliances. So for my appliances, my most used like ovens is this like basic one. I actually really love how the basic one looks. And then this is the one that's 4000. I really like this one. I feel like if you make the grey bit like a nice pastel colour and then this white, it looks super nice. So I really love that. And then these are my most used fridges. These are just the like fancier fridges with the big long handles, and they have like ice thing, and I just like these fridges. These are definitely my favourite too. And then this little hood cap I use all the time under like a cabinet. I think it looks really nice. I don't really use any of the other oven caps. What are they called? I don't know what this thing's called, but the oven thing. I don't really use any of the other ones. I just use this one. This barbecue I've been using a lot more recently. I've been using it in like my gardens. So I put this in the garden so I can have it like with a couple of chairs, and it looks like I can go out and have like a little barbecue when it's sunny. I think it looks really cute, so that's what I've been using that for. And then here's just some of the like mini appliances I use. So we've got the toaster, we've got the coffee machine, which is like my go-to. Do I need coffee? Let's have a coffee whilst we're here to keep me going. This is like, I have to have a coffee machine in every build. I never use a bed to get my energy up. I'm so lazy. I just go for coffee. And then we got the fryer so I can make donuts. We have the blender and we have the kettle. I basically use these in majority of my kitchens. Next we have chairs. I didn't realise quite how many chairs I actually do use. I had quite a lot of chairs I don't use, but I also have loads that I do use. These two here are like my go-to kind of dining room chairs, or like I put these ones at an island, like the taller one I put at like an island, and I really love them. And then there's the rustic dining chair, which I really love as well. This stool I've been using a lot in like builds where I know like kids are going to have them. I put it in the bathroom as kind of like a bathroom stool so they can reach the sink and stuff. I think that's really cute. I've been using these two chairs a lot in my garden, kind of like outdoor chairs. They're very cute. I paint them like cute pastel colours and I really love how they look. These two are just like another set that I really love. I love putting these at a kitchen island. And then this one I tend to use it like a desk. Like I use it as like a desk chair in like a bedroom. Really love these chairs. They're all very cute. Like, I don't know, they're just very nice. There's so many chairs I use. I never realised how many I actually use. Next we have sofas. So I have these two here, which are just like the basic sofas, but I really love them. Like I love these basic sofas. And then this is just like the matching little buffet thing. What are these called? Like I feel like my family calls it a buffet, but I don't know if that's like the actual name for it. But yeah, I love these sofas. If you paint them like, so I tend to paint like the big one, like very like neutral colour, and then use the little one as like a statement armchair. So I do it like a bright pattern with it. I feel like it looks super nice. That's what I've been doing in like recent houses, if you've seen them, and I really love how it looks. Then there's this little bench thing that I really like putting at like the end of a bed to be like a little detail there. I don't really know what it's for, you know, like sometimes you just have like a little seat at the end of the bed in like fancy houses. That's what I tend to use this for. And then these are just some of the other sofas I like. So they're all very, I feel like these are kind of in the same set, I don't know, but I love this little one. I have used this for a very long time. I love the big L-shaped sofa. I use this so much. It's probably my favourite sofa. And then this little armchair I like to pair with these two if I'm using them. So there are the sofas that I use. Next we're moving on to storage items, which again I have quite a bit of. I'm quite basic with my storage items, so I love like the basic bookshelves. I love this little clothes rack here. Like I said in the last video, I had the clothes rack in that was in my least favourite used furniture because I didn't like that the clothes were all the same colour on it. I love this one because they're all different colours. I feel like it just looks super nice in a bedroom. And then the rustic dresser is like my go-to. I love the rustic dresser. I love the rustic set completely. I think it's amazing. And then this ladder shelf I've been using a lot to put like plants on it, and it just looks super duper adorable. I am such a fan of it. Let me head over this way now so we can carry on looking at these items. I feel like it's going to get dark soon, which I'm quite scared about. Hopefully I can show you guys everything before it's too dark. So over here we have this like wardrobe that I've been using so much recently. I really love it. I have shelves. I use very basic shelves. I have the 2 basic ones, and then I like using this in bathrooms so I can put like soaps and sponges and stuff on it. I think it looks super cute in there. And then we have mirrors. I love mirrors. I put mirrors in everything. These are like my go-to wall mirrors. This one is my favourite at the moment. I put this in every build, but I do love the circular one as well. And then these 2 little standing ones I love as well. I think they're, I don't know, I just love mirrors. I feel like mirrors are such a nice accessory in a room. Next is probably my favourite category is plants. I put plants in everything. If you watch any of my builds, you'll see just how many plants I put down. These are my favourite plants. These go in every single build of mine, and they're just amazing. I love them. And I feel like this is the reason why there's so many items. Like, look how many little decoration bits I have here. So we have the mug, we have the pen pot paper, this box that I used as a sponge, we have books, we have utensils, we have different bottles that I use. I've been using this one a lot as a baby's bottle, like I've seen my friend Ashley do, and I also use it in like pet cages as a water bottle. I use the towels as like blankets and then as towels as well. We have toothbrush holder, hair dryer. I use this little kitten in basically every kid's bedroom. This rose I use everywhere. I love painting it yellow. It looks really nice yellow. And then I've been using this llama a whole lot as well. I think it's super adorable. It's an alpaca, I know it's an alpaca, but I always say llama. But yeah, they're my favourite little like decoration bits. I think they're just so cute. And then we have some wall ones here. So we have the big square painting, and then these 2 little ones, they're my go-to kind of paintings. We have this paper thing, like toilet roll thingy. I use this in every bathroom. We have little coats rack. I like using this when you first enter the house. We have a kitchen towel rack which I use in the bathrooms, and then a utensil thing which I use in the kitchen, and I love all of them. They're so good. And then I have a hat stand. I have it's called a plunger, but it's a toilet brush, let's be honest. I use those quite a bit as well. Next, we're moving on to beds. Why is it so dark? I'm really worried that I'm not going to be able to see everything. We have the beds. So these are the 3 kind of types of beds I use often. I just put the single beds here, but I use the double versions of these as well. And I really love all of these. I think they're very cute. They're definitely my 3 favourites out of all of the beds. And then we have tables, and I have a lot of tables. So we have the log table. I love the log set. It's one of my favourites. We have the basic little like coffee table, which I use quite a bit. I really love. We have this little tiny table here, if you can see it, which I use for like steps and stuff. It's really good for that. And then we have this little end table here, and I also have the coffee table version of it there. I've been using these quite a lot recently since I did the first ever pre-built house renovation of this family suburban. I can't remember what it was called, small suburban. They came with it, and I really loved them, and I've got kind of in the habit of using them a lot. And then of course the rustic coffee table. I love the rustic set. And then I've got to run all the way down here. Thankfully there's some lighting which will hopefully help us see a bit better, but I feel like it is going to be super dark. I might actually like go find a server that's light. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll find a light server and then we'll continue. Okay, so we are now back in a lighter server, so you can finally see me again. And this is where we were. So we were looking at my tables. So next I had a couple of the console tables, which I really love using in builds as like tables where you first come into the house. You can like have your knickknacks on, like you can put your car keys and stuff on them. I like using them there, and I like putting like a telephone on them. We have the rustic TV stand, which I use quite a lot. I prefer the TVs that are like standing rather than the ones on the wall, so I use this quite a bit. We have this desk. I don't know what it's called, but I love this desk. I think it's super nice. I love that you can put stuff on these little shelves as well, and I just think it's a really nice feature. I love this table. This is the log table. Like I said before, I love just the log collection in general. I love this table, and then I really love the basic like dining table as well. I think this is super cute. Just have like 4 chairs around it. It's really nice. I've been using it quite a bit lately in the like remodeling builds because it comes with a lot of the houses. Next we're looking at lighting. So I have 4 like ceiling lights that I use very often. I have the basic fan, which I use so much at the moment. I discovered that in my which build did I start using it in? I feel like I either started using it in the remodeling of the small suburban, or I used it in my spring suburban. But I love this fan. I love this light, like painted white with like hurricane grey for the background. I love that. this little ceiling light is just like such a basic to me that I just like need it. And then I really love this little hanging light as well. This is super cute. I saw French Roses do something with this the other day where she had like 3 of them and they looked super nice. She had them like 3 at an angle and it looked really nice as like a feature light, so I'm going to try do that soon. Next I have this kind of like 3-legged standing light. I love this light. I use it all over the place. I use it a lot in living rooms. I think like it's just something that adds to the build, like another texture. It kind of, I don't know, it's very decorative and I really love it. The candle I basically use in every build. It's a really good way to add light. Like it's quite small but you can place it around the house just to add extra light, because I love my builds to be light and bright. I don't like them to look very dark. With the log light, which I love this so much, it's probably my favourite. And then this other like 3-legged lamp as well, I really like. Next we're moving on to electronics. So not too many electronics to be honest, like that I use regularly. I use like the TV remote and this telly a lot. I use the little telephones a lot just to be able to ring my friend Ashley to invite her all the time. I've got to put a telephone in. And then I sometimes use this little clock at the moment. I really like it. But I don't use too many electrics. I don't put light switches in my house because I'm kind of lazy. Oh, I do use the electric box. I probably should have put that in. I use that quite regularly, but other than that I don't actually use too many of the electric items. Next we're going on to fences. So this is my favourite fence. Like I love this, painted with like the new wood texture, like with the dots in it, like the plywood texture, in like white or blue. It looks really nice. This fence I use along the bottom of walls of like my house to kind of make it look a bit nicer. I either paint it like all white or I do it brick and it looks super nice. This is what I use to line paths and roads and my garden. I really love this one. This one I use for banisters, so on the stairs. I really like it. And yeah, they're like the basic fences I use in my houses. And then I have one fireplace. I'm not much of a fireplace person, but I do have this one here that I do quite like. So if I was to use a fireplace, this is probably the one I would go for. So now let's head back down to here. And this is where I have stairs. So I have a few, oh wait, no, I did not see behind the stairs. We have a couple of pillars here. This pillar is like my go-to. I use this on like every house. I put it on the corners of the wall. I just think it finishes off a house, and I really love this skinny one as well. I like using this for like park builds, to do like a jungle gym and stuff like that. I really love these 2 pillars. And now we have stairs. So the first set of stairs is this one. These 2 sets are actually like my go-to at the moment. It used to be this kind of set, but now I kind of feel like this is too detailed, and I really love these ones. So these are like my go-to stairs at the moment. So we have the one that comes around the corner, and then we have the basic one, and then there's this set of stairs I do like, and I do like the corner one of this as well. But I thought I'd just put one in, and yeah, I really love these stairs. They are just my go-to stairs. Oh, also there's a ladder. I do use this ladder quite a bit. If I'm doing like a tree house or something, this is quite nice. Or again, in like a park for like a jungle gym. Next we have windows. So these are like my favourite windows, and it's so funny because my friend Callie did a video like mine where she did her least used Bloxburg items, and she actually put this window in there, and I was thinking I use that window just what I needed all of the time. I was saying, come on girl. Yeah, I use this window all of the time, and she had it on her least used item, so it was super interesting to see what people do and don't use. But these are like my go-to windows. I love these 2. I use this big long one to make like showers and stuff like that. I put it on like the side of a bath. I use this one over the top of doors, so if I have a double door for like my entrance where I put this over the top, I think it looks really nice. And then I really love these basic ones as well. This one's probably one of my favourites, and yeah, they're my like go-to windows. And then my go-to doors are here. So we have this little basic door here that I use a lot inside the house. We have this kind of glass sliding door which I use to the backyard, and then these doors, I really love all of the ones like this. I had one in my least used build which was like the weird triangle-y one, but the rest of them I use so much. I really love them. I use this middle one a lot as like a front door, and I use this one as like a back door. And then there's like the basic door as well. I really like the basic door. And then finally on this row we have my garage door. This is probably my favourite of the garage doors. I think it looks super nice, especially on like a suburban house. It's just very cozy and cute looking. And then we'll run down here and look at some garden furniture, and then thankfully we're done. So here are my garden furniture items. We just have this big tree, which is like my favourite tree. I love this. We have the little like leafy thing here. I really love this too. We have this cute little flower which I've been using a lot lately. I love painting it crimson red. It looks super nice in crimson red. We have this rock which I use a lot as bushes, so I paint it green. We have little birdhouse, a little birdhouse and bird bath here, which I really love these two. They're very cute in gardens. And then I have this little dirt patch which I use quite a bit to add, like, I use this a lot in like sand pits to kind of add like texture to the sand pit. Super nice. But that is 157 items we've just looked at, guys. How crazy. They're all my most used items in Bloxburg. I love these items. I use them so often. They're just my favourites. Please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, guys. Comment down below with any future video ideas, and a huge thank you as always for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.